Hey, what's going on? It is V from V Loving Crystals. Thank you for joining me for another pick a card reading. This one is called Who is Watching You? Who's watching your social media? Who has their eyes on you? We have 3 piles in front of you. If you're new, please subscribe. If not, thank you for coming back. And join me every morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time for fun, free readings here on my channel. So who exactly has their eyes on you? We're going to figure it out. And if you want to, take some time to meditate with me a little bit. Breathe in and breathe out. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. And out. I like to do this. I like to close my eyes and try to close out my mind a little bit so I can really focus in with my intuition. Which pile do you think is calling your name? Number 1 is the rose quartz. Number 2 is the smoky quartz. And number 3 is the calcite. Alright, I'm going to go with pile 1 first. And thank you for joining me. Let me know that you chose pile 1 by leaving number 1 down below. Pile number 1, you chose the rose quartz. And I'm going to use my archetypes cards to get into their energy. I'm going to use my Red Hot Love Oracle to get into their energy. So if you're new, I'm so excited to welcome you. And if you're not new, thank you for coming back. So if you're interested in the Red Hot Love, it's down below, 20% off. It's on Etsy. Alright, let's dive into the who, shall we? Number 1, who is this person that is watching you like a hawk, or watching your social media, watching you in person? They've got their eyes on you. Let's figure out who. Who is watching you, pile number 1? Let me know that you chose pile 1 by leaving number 1 down in the comments. I would love it. Thank you for being here. Pile number 1, please help me describe the person that is watching you. Pile number 1, please help me describe the person that is watching you. Pile number 1, please help me describe the person that is watching you. Pile number 1, please help me describe the person that is watching you. Okay. Alright, so it looks like we have the Justice card and the Warrior. Alright, Justice of the Peace. Maybe they walk... With this card, I'm getting like, somebody who works maybe behind the desk. Someone who is very professional. Someone who likes to keep the peace, who doesn't like drama. Someone who... I feel they wear a lot of suits. They wear a suit for a living every single day. There's probably not a single moment that they are not wearing a suit, which means they could be a workaholic. A workaholic for sure. Somebody who's just very... They just love their coin. They love their money. They're relentless. They're not stopping until they get their coin. We have the Trust card here. So it could be somebody that is in your close circle. Someone that you feel really close with. Someone who you feel like you can be yourself with. Maybe a family member. It can be just someone you see on a regular. Or maybe someone you correspond with on social media regularly. Or this can be somebody who's just who's become like a close friend. Maybe you haven't met them on in person yet. Maybe you just know them online. Someone who you can trust in person or online, like I said. So look, this says your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. So this means that this is someone like a protective figure over you. Someone who's got your back. Someone who... I'm getting like the Emperor here. Emperor energy. I'm getting, disciplinarian, a parental role. It could be somebody who is a close friend of yours or a friend of the family, but they're like your guard person, person who's got your back, like I said, your support system. We have, look, mind games, so someone who's very intelligent. That's what I get with this Justice card. I'm getting like a lawyer type of energy, lawyer, judge, the government. I'm getting the government, mind games. So this is kind of, like they're very intelligent, and they could be very intuitive as well. Very intuitive and stern, stoic. Maybe they have like this poker face, stern face, but you know that they have a soft side. You know that they are very friendly and warm. Once you get past that exterior, that's just their facade. The warrior says strength, skill, discipline, and toughness or of will. Heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice conquering the ego. In conquering the ego. So someone with a big ego, with a very, very high in honor. This person is well respected. They probably have their name, like everybody knows them. Everybody knows their name. But this is somebody that's very loyal, and they like to have the last word for sure. The passage here is coming and going. Someone who's in your life, who made a breakthrough to be in your life. They fought to be in your life. It's like I'm getting like some kind of authority figure, like someone who's. I feel like this person, is not giving up without a fight. If they want to be in your life, and there's time in the way or distance, they're like, you know what, that's all right. I'm gonna figure out a different way to be in your life. Whether it's me watching your social media and you don't know about it, me watching your live streams and you don't know about it, etc., etc. Me reading your books or whatever you have on social media, whatever you have in the ether. I'm gonna put my eyes on it. That's what I feel. They're like watching you from afar. They don't want to tell you that they're watching, because then it might freak you out, or it might make you feel uneasy, or maybe it'll make you feel like you can't be yourself. We have intimacy here, so wow, that's kind of. The intimacy is telling me it's somebody that you are very close with. Oh wow, an ex-lover came through. Oh, there we go. All right. I feel like this is someone you definitely know. Someone who's very familiar to you. Someone who you had an intimate past with. And it doesn't have to be like sexual relations. This can be just somebody who you shared a lot of personal information with. Someone who you confided in with this intimacy card, like just thinking of, having private conversations, whether it's with a close friend, like I said, somebody who you can confide in and find to be loyal. We have the hollow here, like I said, stoic. Their face is like poker face. Like you can't crack a smile unless. They can't crack a smile unless they know you very well. Unless you can get behind that tough exterior. That's what this says, tough. Once you get behind that and you get to know them for who they really are, then they lighten up. And this ex-lover, this is somebody, this can be, for those of you, this can be your ex, your ex-person who's still in love with you. Have the intimacy card here. They want a reconciliation, or just somebody who maybe you just stopped talking to altogether for whatever reason. We have the reconciliation. The reason why they're watching you is because they miss what you guys used to have. They miss you being the center of their attention or the center of yours. You're probably already the center of their attention, but they want it to be reciprocal. Like this bridge, you want to be able to go through and then come back. So maybe it's just one way. You can get through to the other side of the bridge, but then you can't go back to where you came from. Maybe that's what they're feeling, like there's a blockage here, and that's why they're watching you, because they don't want there to be a blockage. They want to have a breakthrough. They want to be able to connect with you. Maybe you ghosted them, or you just stopped altogether, just cut cold turkey. Or maybe this was a gradual disconnect. Here, the last card here is 6th house craft. Work, details, health, well-being, diet, service, daily rituals, contribution, organization, purification, skills, apprenticeship, and method. Again, we're going with the word work. Work and routine. So it could be that this person, they love getting their daily dosage of you. It became a routine with them. Wake up in the morning, you're the first person that comes to their mind. They want to go to where they can find you on social media or in person, whatever, or in your inbox or your phone call, hear your voice, and that sets their day. Maybe they're out of balance. Let's see the scales here. So look, we even have these medicine containers. Looks like medicine's inside of here. So I think you're like the dosage of medicine for them, and that's why they want to plug into you and be be in the center of your eye. Like, they want to be around you as much as possible. And I feel like this person watches you. Either watches you on social media, like doing your thing, like, either a podcast or live streaming, or your Instagram, Facebook, posting pictures. And this can be, maybe they're pretending to be somebody else. Like, let's say that you're going to a live stream. Let's say that you're doing a live stream and they come in there pretending to be somebody else just to be in your energy. But they don't want to tell you that it's them, because maybe if they feel silly, or maybe they feel like you won't be yourself if they reveal themselves to you. Or this is just them, plugging into what you're doing, paying attention to everything that you're doing online, and they're not telling you that it's them watching too. Maybe you don't know that they subscribe to you. And then we have the Mars. Desire, impulses, courage, force, heat, strength, competition, workouts, excitement, thirst, impatience, anger, leadership, engine, potency, willpower, motor, sex drive. So this person is very, very attracted to you. They can't get enough of you, my friend. And that is the reason why you are being watched. Yeah, this person, if you don't want them to keep their eyes on you, maybe keep your social media private, your pictures private. Don't just put it on display for everyone to collect your photos, or to be in the same area as you. If it's like in person, watch your surroundings, watch where you're going, turn around, make sure you're being alert, not oblivious, and watch everything around you. Okay, friends? And so this is my Red Hot Love Oracle if you're interested, and I'll see you in the next video. Everything's linked below. At pile number 2, you chose the Smoky Quartz. Wow. Transmuting negative into positive energy. So this can be, what this is telling me is like it's something like good or bad. It's good in a way, but then it's like, oh, I don't want to be watched either, It's like, I don't mind if this person's watching my social media, but at the same time, that's kind of creepy. So we're going to get into it. We're going to figure out who this person is, and let me know if this makes sense at all to you by leaving a comment below. Put number 2 across the board in the comment section. All right, number 2, thank you for watching, and let's see. Who is watching you? Please help me describe this person. Who is watching you, pile number 2? Pile number 2, who is watching you? Pile number 2. Pile number 2, who is watching you? Pile number 2, who is watching you? Pile number 2. Okay, I'm going to go with these 2 right there. All right, pile number 2, we chose this energy healer. And then we have this artist card. All right, so this person, I feel, could be in your community. This person might be someone who you see familiar, whether you're walking past them, weekly, like at the grocery store, at the library, someone in your close friendship circle, or in your tribe, or at your church, or just somewhere where you connect with people often. Whether it's online as well, your community online, like your Facebook community, you find people who are like-minded, or your tarot community per se. Let's just put our intuitions together. Let me know what you can put into this reading. So I do feel this person is just like you. You guys have something in common. You guys are probably healers, both of you. Someone in your tribe watching your social media closely. They might be inspired by you. They might love your work, and they want to support you or do what you're doing and walk the same path as you, or maybe pass on wisdom to you or learn from you. Then we have this artist here. So I feel like you see how this person's intently watching. I think this person is inspired by you, and they want to create what you're creating for yourself. So it's just like, flattery. It's flattery. That's the kind of energy. But at the same time, like I said with the Smoky Quartz, it's like, yes, I love that, I love that I have, an influence, or I'm influencing others, but maybe this person makes themselves known a lot, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is kind of, I don't know how I feel about this. This person keeps popping up in every social media that I own, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. And so it's like, is this person now, like, in love with me or something? Maybe that's how you're feeling. But I would say, let's turn that into a positive notion, because this person just finds you to be very appealing, and they're probably attracted to your light. So it's nothing too creepy or nothing to be alarmed about. That's what I'm getting with that. So this person might be very, very creative, and they might have some kind of special gifts or abilities here. Let's see what this says. Energy healing. Your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. And then this one says, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. So like I said, I think this person's in your tribe, either your tarot community, your spiritual tribe, and they find you to be very interesting and inspiring, and they probably see that what you're creating for yourself, and they want to figure out how they can do the same. And look, trying to mimic what you're doing. You have a copycat, perhaps. Probably a copycat. And then we have the no-show here. The no-show is just saying that they are not letting you know who they are, because maybe for those of you, no. What I'm saying is that they're probably showing up as, a different name on social media, but they're not letting you know who they truly are, if that makes sense. So it's like you're seeing somebody pop up in every social media platform, but you think it's who you think it is, because their name might be different, but who they really are behind the screen it might be completely somebody opposite of who you think it is, So in other words, like kind of like a catfish kind of thing. Like they don't want you to know that they're watching. And so they probably made a fake profile or something like that. Maybe they have sent you messages telling you that how much they like your work, or they find you to be amazing, etc., etc. So you probably think it's somebody whatever name they chose for themselves, you probably think it's that. But then on the other side of the screen, like I said, it can be somebody completely different. Maybe somebody who you really know in person, or it can be a total stranger. So I think they do have feelings for you. That's the other thing, is that they probably don't want to tell you who they are completely, because then maybe you feel like, oh my gosh, this person is weirding me out. Oh no, because maybe you look at them a different way if they tell you who they are. Now, separation, this can be somebody who wants to be close to you, somebody who wants to be like you, somebody who feels detached and they want to, attract you or attach to you, is what I'm saying. And then the no-show, like I said, this is like hiding behind a mask. They're not showing their true selves to you. Apology here. So I feel with this energy, it's like, I don't mean any harm. I'm just shy, or I'm just so flattered or taken by you, and I don't want to freak you out by telling you who I really am. So like I said, I don't think this is anything to be alarmed about. I would say imitation is the best form of flattery, and I feel that's what's happening here. They're probably copying, I feel like, look, declaration of love. It's like they're copying your notes or something like that. But at the same time, they're copying your notes. They want to do what you're doing, but at the same time, they can't get enough of your energy. They love being around you. So they could be in love with you, or they just, intoxicated by your energy, where they're like, oh my gosh, I find you to be so healing, energy healing. And you look creativity. You're probably very creative. You probably have a lot of resources, or just a lot of skills or gifts or something like that. And maybe they feel that you can help heal them if they are near you. Look at that, spying. Wow. And this is telling me to stop, saying no more cards right now. This is simple enough. Let's keep it simple. Or this is enough cards. Let's keep it simple and sweet. So you are being watched for sure, and I feel that's only because of your light. They want you to heal them. They want to feel comforted by you. They want you to speak to them or notice them, and keep on pouring your light out there so they can keep healing themselves. You're probably like the motivational speaker, and just by listening to your voice, maybe they find motivation or inspiration in that. So that's what I have. They're probably sorry for hiding, or for not showing themselves, or for pretending to be somebody else on social media, if they are doing that. If not, it's just they're watching you from afar. But still, I think they're still trying to communicate with you. So if they haven't already, they will tell you their feelings in just a amount of time. So watch out, okay? And this is you needing to decide if you want to, you know, cut ties with this person, separate yourself from this person, or if you want to bring them closer, it's up to you. Or just, I would say set boundaries with this card, separation. Set a boundary. Make sure you keep yourself protected and make sure you watch around you and stay alert always. And online, make sure you're not keeping your pictures out for public display. Make sure you're keeping your pictures on private. Alright, that's what I have. Thank you for watching. This is my Red Hat Love Oracle. Please do check it out. The Etsy shop is down below. And I'm V, and thank you for your time. Now we're on to pile number 3. Pile number 3, we have the calcite. Hello. If you know, please subscribe. I'm so excited to get to this reading. If you would like to exchange energy for energy with me, please do. I do have Patreon. I also have join memberships right next to my subscribe button. And your energy goes right back into my energy, which helps me pour out more pick of cards and such. Yada, yada, yada. So if you're interested, please do consider joining us. And your name gets scrolled in the bottom of my screen in every one of my videos. So I will love it and I thank you. So let's see. Who is watching you, pile number 3? Pile number 3. Who is watching you? Pile number 3. Who is watching you? Pile number 3. So this card wants to come out, and this card. Pile number 3, we have school. We have addict, and light and love. Okay, my friend. School. Addict, light, and love. Pile number 3, this can be somebody who used to either go to work with, someone who used to see a lot in a building. So whether it was school, work, you visiting a library frequently, a grocery store frequently. I'm getting like a brick and mortar school right now. So something that somewhere, a place that it's part of your everyday routine. And yeah, that's what I have for that card. School. Somebody you learned with. Maybe you went to college with them. Maybe somebody from your past. Someone from your childhood also. That can be another scenario. The next thing here is addict. So this person might have had, trouble in the past. Maybe, overcoming certain obsessions, addictions, temptations, all that stuff. It could be substance or, substance abuse, or it can be just addictions to, maybe codependency addictions, if you know what I'm saying. Someone who maybe felt like they needed to have you in their lives and they didn't want to let you go. That kind of energy. Someone who just felt really attached to you in the past and they miss you. They want to be part of you again or part of your world. So that can be, that can be the hoop who's watching your social media. That can be the person who you had a commitment with, maybe your ex-partner. Part number 1, you had ex-lover. And it was somebody you trusted. Now, part 3, I feel like it's definitely somebody you were close with. Perhaps romantic with. Look at that. Romantic or intimate with. And then we have the signs. Okay, signs, fertility, and happiness. So somebody you used to be very happy with. Someone who maybe, caused you to watch or look at them a different way. Maybe they gave you a lot of signals that made you feel like, okay, this is a little bit too much. You're too dependent on me. I need to back away a little bit. I need a little bit of fresh air. Maybe somebody who taught you a lesson, taught you, who was your mentor. Someone who taught you valuable lessons growing up, or who taught you in general. You learned from them, perhaps. Or maybe you were their mentor, and they took to you, became addicted to you, and now it's like, oh my gosh, you're not in my life anymore. I miss you. Let me be in your life still. I don't know how I can be in your life, but I need to be, so I'm going to watch you from afar, or I'm going to watch your social media, or go to the same places that you go to make sure that I bump into you. So I would say be very careful. Pay attention to the synchronicities. Be alert. Be aware. Don't be oblivious. Make sure you are focusing on what's ahead of you. Don't be looking down into your phone, okay? So pay attention to the signs, and that can be just, signs that you felt that caused you to maybe stop talking to them. Maybe you felt strong signs, and maybe that, was an alarm to you. Like, okay, let me back away a little bit, or let's cut ties for right now. I'm getting a weird feeling. And, maybe to them it's like, oh my gosh, you still talking to me just like that. No, I'm not done being in your life. You can't just cut me out of your life like that. Maybe that's why it's hard for them to adjust. Maybe that's why they're still watching you, because maybe they didn't have any closure too. Because you guys were once happy, and then all of a sudden something happens. And fertility, you guys had an abundant amount of everything. Whether you guys were happy together, you were laughing together, you had good times, good moments, personal conversation, like everything was just very, very fun. And then all of a sudden something happened. It stopped. Yeah, look, light and love. You guys had a lot of, there was like just a big ball of light around you. And then one day, I don't know if you felt a certain way, your signs just started ring-a-ding-dinging in your ear. And you're like, oh my gosh, I have to turn the other way. This is too close for comfort. Too much, I can't handle this. I need to separate myself. And so the lights and the love diminished. It darkened. And I feel this person wasn't ready to have that light turned out just yet. And now they're trying to figure out why you ghosted them, or why you backtracked, or why you just had a change of heart. I feel in some way they helped you grow. Like this fertility card, they helped you either grow your money, grow spiritually, grow, help you grow in some way. Whether it's like help you with, achieve your goals. They helped you plant the seeds or whatever. And so you guys had a close tie, and all of a sudden this is like, whoa, 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 whoa. And it could be that you guys are still, in contact, but it's not as strong as it used to be, and they want to get back to that, how it used to be feeling. And so maybe you guys are already talking, and you're already part of each other's lives. This is another message. This person is watching you, and, you probably are living with this person, and they're still watching you, maybe while you're sleeping or on your social media while they're supposed to be at work. But they're just watching you still because they love you. It can be somebody you're very, very close with, intimate bonds with, the fertility. Two becoming one. It can be somebody who you're really, really close with, maybe your partner. So, I would say there's two different messages. This is general, so take what's yours, leave the rest. It can be that someone that you are not close with anymore, and they want to be like your umbilical cord. They want to be tied to your umbilical cord. Or it's somebody who you really have that close connection with, that you guys can be tied to an umbilical cord. That's how close you are in distance, physically, where you're like in the same house or something. And so this can be light and love, all positivity. But the downside is that it could be somebody who just wants to be that close to you. They want to plug into you. And so you got to pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to your intuition. So that's what I have for you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. Let me know if anything resonates in this pile. And if not, go check out number 1 and 2. And don't forget to let me know down below that you visited. And here's my Red Hot Love for sale on Etsy. 20% off.